I want to talk to you a little about one of the most important things that needs to be done as part of World versus World, and that is scouting. So scouting is just what it sounds like. You're hanging out in an objective, kind of running around and seeing if anybody is passing by or attacking that objective. So I'm scouting here in Bay right now on SORBL. And what I'm doing is just keeping an eye out for enemies, seeing if anybody comes by. And while I'm doing that, refreshing siege, that's an important thing I'll talk about in a minute. And reporting any information back to my commanders. Now, I've seen good scouts and bad scouts, and there's definitely some ways that you can provide better scouting reports for people that are on the map. So if I saw a group coming in here, an example of a bad scouting report would be incoming at Bay. Right? There's no information in that other than Bay's being attacked. It's missing some really important components to that scouting report. So I want to make sure to include information like the number of people coming. There's a big difference for how my server and how my team might respond if I say 2 incoming at Bay versus 30 incoming at Bay. Also, I probably want to give the location, right? Bay is big. They could be attacking anywhere along this whole outer wall. So I want to provide some more information so that my team knows where to respond. So, for example, there's a spot right here where they can set up catapults and catapult this wall. This is sometimes called the ninja wall because they can sneak in here and hide. So I could go and say, oh, you know, there's 10 Emery Bay attacking the wall at the south of Bay. That's another important thing there that I mentioned is the server. Letting your commander know the server that's attacking, and if you can tell that it's a guild group, letting them know what guild is attacking can be really helpful for them knowing how to respond. So, you know, how many are attacking, who are they, and then what are they doing? So if they're, you know, doing the little ninja kata thing here against this wall, that's important information. If they're de-sieging, that's important information. Do they have rams down on the door? If so, how many? Are they regular rams or superior rams? So all of this information becomes really valuable when you're giving a scouting report. Now, sometimes you may want to get that call off quickly, right? So you might prioritize that. First put in chat, hey, there's 10 eBay at Bay, right? But then follow up with, you know, no rams down, they're just gathering near the guards. And that'll help the commanders respond. Now, ideally, you'll be on voice chat and can give this information in voice, so if the commander has any questions, they can ask you directly. But if not, be sure to keep following up in chat, because a lot of times what happens is the person will say, you know, you'll go and give a scouting report, oh, they're attacking this objective, and in TeamSpeak, you may not be hearing it, but they're going, is anybody there? What's there? What's going on? So if you're not in TeamSpeak, you're missing a lot of the questions that people are trying to ask, and there can be a delay there that can often be costly. So scouting is something that we usually try to give people in shifts. So we might ask you to scout for 10 or 15 minutes and you run around and see what's going on. Report any enemy movements. So if you see a group off in the distance moving in a certain direction, you know, report that back to the map, let them know what's going on. And then after your 10 or 15 minutes are up, or, you know, you can go longer if you want, but as you start to get tired of scouting, make sure to tell the commander, make sure to get a replacement. You don't just want to leave your tower or keep unscouted. That can be a recipe for disaster if somebody thinks there's a scout there and the scouts just, you know, abandon the objective. So scouting is a really important thing for the team. It's something that is always appreciated when people volunteer to scout. There's one more thing I want to show you quick when it comes to scouting, and that is refreshing siege.